Right then, hello. It's 7:30 on Wednesday evening here in lovely London. I've been out and about or in the gym, I should say. I've had a great day. It's been amazing. But I just wanted to welcome you along. I did promise you a video interview with Danny Ramblin, which we have recorded. And it's absolutely fantastic. It's a great interview. As many of you will know, Danny has written part of the foreword to Life Remixed, the book, which I'm very grateful for, of course. Danny's an absolute legend. If you know, you know. Danny was one of the guys that brought house music back from Ibiza when he was inspired by Alfredo. And Danny's an absolutely top fella. I've really bonded with him in recent times, or even in the last 20 years as a DJ. He's a great guy, Danny. So we've been chatting. We've recorded the video. It's absolutely great. I love it to bits. I watched it back this afternoon. We're going to share it with you. We're going to share it with you tomorrow evening. Now, there's three reasons for that. There's three reasons for sharing it tomorrow evening and not this evening. One of them is obviously the United States election, which is still a great deal of interest in that. The other one is obviously today's vote in the Commons, where there was a large amount of people voting, or a large amount of MPs voting for this lockdown here in England, and we are now going to be quote locked down for the next 4 weeks or so. The last point is that despite the fact there's quite a few of you joining me on this broadcast, which I'm really happy about, there's quite a lot of people I know that are out on the session tonight. So we really don't want this interview to get lost. It's such a good interview, and Danny's been really excellent, and it's such a good interview for me to hear his journey as well, and for us to talk about Life Remixed together. So absolutely over the moon that Danny's done the interview, of course. But we're going to delay it 24 hours. It's going to go out tomorrow evening on the YouTube channel. So that's Mark Wilkinson official YouTube channel. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, because we've been posting the links everywhere, and please do share it as far and wide as you possibly can. As I say, we're absolutely over the moon that Danny has agreed to do the video, and also written part of the foreword to Life Remix, which is just fantastic. And the interview is worth watching. So once again, the three reasons we're holding it off for 24 hours. The American election result, still who knows what's going on there. Obviously, the vote today about the entire piece with the UK and the English vote in the House of Commons for lockdown. And the third thing is most people I know are out on a session, despite the fact I love the fact that you guys are here with me. So so thanks very much. I've been at the gym today doing sensible stuff and working out and doing work and helping people. But many people are just having one last big blowout. The party is well and truly on if the amount of traffic on the roads is there. So, as I say, I want as many of you to see it as possible as of tomorrow. So, Danny Ramblin interview with myself, Life Remixed, will be on our YouTube channel tomorrow evening. So watch out, because we'll be posting those links as far and wide as we possibly can. And please do share it with all your friends. It's worth watching. It's a great interview with a legendary guy. So I'm going to fill in a little bit of filling in. That's all good. I've got 3 top tips for you. 3 top tips for surviving another lockdown, or at least reducing the stress of another lockdown. If you're feeling a bit anxious about it, we can all start to worry about things from time to time, and particularly in this lockdown, it's going to affect businesses. It's going to affect income. It's going to affect people having to stay indoors a lot. It's really important. Obviously, exercise very important. So do get outside as much as you can, and keep your focus. And so the 3 top tips, the three things that I would really love you to think about and work on over the next 30 days. And trust me, the juice of life is right in the thick of what I'm about to say. Your purpose. You need to know what your purpose is in life. I accidentally found my purpose. I was DJing for 20 years, and I just thought, well, I'll play a few records. And loads of people kept asking me, what's your purpose? What's your purpose? What's your purpose? I don't know. I just play a few songs, right? That's all I play some songs and people dance. It's great, magic. but I didn't really know. I was living kind of unconsciously. I was just doing something that made me feel great. I didn't really know the reason why. And then when I started to look at my purpose, I was like, right, I really need to get this. What is it? What is it? What is it? And the more I kind of realized, I gave a talk to some students, and this talk made me feel so good. At the end of the talk, these students vibed with me. They really appreciate what I was doing and what I said about my music career and everything else. And it just made me feel great. And I was like, yes, I've got it. Light bulb moment. Boom. Right. Okay. My purpose is to bring joy. I want to bring joy to as many people as I possibly can. When I do that, I feel excellent. I feel amazing. So that's my purpose. But it wasn't just joy. There had to be more. So I like to study. So it was like knowledge. And then inspire. I love to inspire people, get people to think in a different way, open their minds a little bit. Joy, knowledge, inspire, and create. That's my purpose. Joy, knowledge, inspire, create. Those four things mean I live my life on purpose. So I want you to think about your purpose. And I'll be honest with you, some people ask me, how do I find out? It's whatever gets you going. What's your buzz? I bounce out of bed every morning now. Bear in mind, I've been in the depths of incurable disease and bankruptcy. I bounce out of bed now and I'm like, yes, right, another day, right, okay, joy, knowledge, inspire, create. What can I do? How can I help people? What can I do to uplift people and get people buzzing? And for me, that's my buzz. That's my purpose. So you can borrow that, by the way. You can have it. I don't care. It's not exclusive to me. But the point is that that's what I feel, and that's how things work for me. So think about your purpose, please. Think about it. If you've got time over the next 30 days, if you're locked down, if you're at home, don't waste hours and hours watching Netflix. A little bit's all right. But at the end of the day, just really think about what your purpose is, and then, this is like a breather. It's like a breather. It's like an opportunity to say, right, what do I want from my life? What is my purpose? And how can I live it? And how can I do it better? So live your passion is really, really important. Your purpose then leads to your vision. And that's the second point. What's your vision? Your purpose leads directly to your vision. So my vision of joy leads directly to my vision, which is music, connecting with you like this, the Life Remix book, connecting with people, having fun, really enjoying myself and enjoying my life with other people and getting them to enjoy their lives as well. So that's my vision. And my vision is the book. We're going to look at a virtual studio tomorrow. There's lots of stuff that we're going to do. We're going to be offering loads of stuff for Life Remixed, and why not? It's my vision, it's my goal, it's my purpose. I love it, and I want you to love your lives. I want you to enjoy it as much as you possibly can. All right, so purpose. Think about your purpose, think about your vision, and use your imagination. Einstein said the most powerful nation on earth is the imagination. All right, you've got to imagine it. You've got to imagine your best life. You've got to imagine that life that just is just like, yeah, this is it, I'm loving it. Because you've only, I'll be honest, I just turned 50. You're not here for very long. We're not here for long. So we've got to make the most of it. Even 80, 90 years, not a very long time. So we've got to make the most of it. We've got to enjoy it. So get your purpose and bounce out of bed every day and live your life on purpose. Get your vision, imagine it, think about it. 10, 12 years ago, when I was bankrupt, I had nothing. I set some big, big goals and I visioned them. I visioned the whole thing. And the life I lead today is directly correlated to those visions and that kind of thing, that purpose I put out in the world and said, this is what I'm going to do. And it's so powerful. You can do it. I can do it. I'm not special. If I can do it, you can do it. You've got to give it a go. So purpose, vision, and goals. There's a great quote that basically says, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. Now, think about that, right? If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. So you really, really, really got to live on the edge. You've got to go for it. You've got to enjoy your life. So many people just go, they just do enough. They tiptoe through life to get safely to death. What's the point? Come on. Let's really get outside of our comfort zones and let's set some goals. You need to set a goal that is so big that it makes you uneasy. Set a goal that's so big that you're like, oh, God, I don't know how am I going to do that? How on earth am I going to achieve that? Well, don't worry about that. Just set a goal that's so big. I was working with Bob Proctor. He said, set a goal that's so big that you will get freaked out by it. And I said, fine, okay. And I set a goal that was way outside my comfort zone. It was a financial goal. I was absolutely in the doldrums. I had no money. I was totally down. I was bankrupt 12 years ago. And I set a goal that was so big. And this goal was so big, I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to do this. But within 3 years, I'd achieved that goal and then surpassed that goal. And now I'm absolutely flying. So I really, really, really want you to, like, you know, get your purpose, work on that vision, imagine that great life, imagine what you really want, purpose, vision, and your goals, and set that goal that's so big, and set a goal for the next 30 days. You know, November, okay, so many of us are going to have to stay at home and work from home and only allowed out for exercise and stuff like that. Okay, fine. Set a goal in that 30 days. What are you going to achieve? What are you going to do? And I like to set goals now of 1, 3, 5, and 10 years. So, you know, 10 years time, where will I be? Okay, there's the goal. And then I'll break it down. 5 years time, where will I be? 3 years, 1 year. And then I break them down into 3 month goals. Now, for the next 30 days, you can set some goals, but purpose, vision, goals, if you line those 3 up, you will absolutely work it. And yes, Clive, thank you very much, mate. Yes, get uncomfortable. Nobody ever achieved anything great inside their comfort zone. Never, ever. At the end of the day, you've got to get comfortable being uncomfortable, okay? Because that is where the juice is, and that is where you're going to live, and that is going to be your absolute mission in life. So take this time for the next 30 days and think about it, and get yourself to a point where you can tell me in 30 days time, that's my purpose, that's why I'm on the planet, that's what I do. And remember about your vision, and really, like, get comfortable with that vision and go, yeah, okay, that's all right. It makes me feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then my goals, what's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step? And then just live your life that way, and you will be unstoppable. Trust me. 12 years ago, on my ass with nothing, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to, Bob Proctor said to me, basically, your way isn't working. You need to try mine. What, you know, and I was like, yeah, okay, I've got nothing. I'm down. I'm out. I'm on my ass. My way hasn't worked. I'll try yours. And Bob said, if when you achieve your goals, it's because of all the things that I've told you and taught you. And that's all I'm doing now. I'm teaching other people. And that's what Life Remixed is about. It's just to go, look, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, Kevin Green, and all these amazing people. I learned how to run that life, you know, from scratch, from nothing. And it's made me financially free, happy, married, in a great place. Now, Mosey, thank you so much for your message, mate. What advice would you give an 18-year-old struggling with mental health and depression? Even I'm eating healthy food and sleeping. Listen, mate, that's brilliant. Stay off the sugar, okay? Sugar is like crack, okay? Just stay off the sugar, okay? Eat really well. We use the Mindful Chef. We get food from the Mindful Chef. They send it through. There's no wastage. It's 600 calories. It's brilliant. So that's really, really good. Mental health issues and depression issues, right? Trust me, I've been there. I have been there. I'm a specialist at it. I mean, I self-destructed myself in unbelievable ways. Sex, drugs, and house music, partying. You know, I self-destructed. Some of it was fun, but a lot of it was anxiety and fear and doubt and worry and I'm not good enough and all that kind of stuff. And the point is actually that I'm going to tell you now, all the secrets and everything you need is within you. I promise you. I know you might not want to hear that, but everything you need is within you. So something you can do pretty much for free straight away is you can go and watch Rhonda Byrne's film The Secret on Netflix. It is fabulous. I watched it once. I could barely walk at the time. I was broken, like waif, like tiny little thin little, in a very, very bad way. Someone said to me, "What's The Secret?" In fact, Brian Miller, a good friend of mine, said, "Go and watch The Secret." He's a good friend of mine now. He wasn't then as such, but he's a great guy. He said, "Go and watch The Secret." I said, "Oh, okay, I watched it." I watched it once, gave it back, and said, "There you go." And he said to me, "No, you need to watch that 100 times." I was like, 100 times? Are you joking? What film am I going to watch 100 times? He said, "Go and watch it 100 times." So I did. I watched The Secret 100 times. And in there, he said about a dis-ease. And a dis-ease, okay, is you create a dis-ease in your body when you're not at ease. And that's your thoughts, your feelings. You must be at ease. One of the things I would say as well, Maurice, is if you go to liferemixed.co.uk and also markwilkinsonofficial.com, there's 3 free giveaways on markwilkinsonofficial.com. I urge you to go and sign up on there. We've got 3 free giveaways. One's 21 mantras to change your life. You use mantras and affirmations to keep yourself going, talk yourself up and get yourself into a positive place. We've got the gratitude lists. Gratitude is massively important. There's a great book called The Science of Getting Rich. I've got it down here. It is. It's actually in my, here it is. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Okay. Written like in 1900. What a book that is. What a book that is. There's an entire chapter in here. The longest chapter is chapter 7, and it's called Gratitude. And in this, on this little sentence, I probably need to find it for you. In this little sentence, it basically says the entire process of mental adjustment and atonement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. And remember what I'm saying, the entire process, well, I'm not saying it is, the entire process of mental adjustment and atonement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. Use the gratitude list on markwilkinsonofficial.com. It's there. Download it. Start to make 10 things to be grateful for. Honestly, it can change your life. I was bankrupt, living in my mum's spare room with nothing, 38 years of age, nothing to show for a 20-year DJ career. And I just started to feel grateful. I was grateful for my dear mum, like, you know, having a space for me to sleep. I was grateful for getting up in the morning. I was grateful at the time for signing on and getting a little bit of money. I was grateful for the guy that made my lunch down the road in the cafe. I was grateful for so many things. I just got grateful for everything. And it's just so powerful. It's so powerful. That gratitude got me from unable to walk to running 4 marathons. It got me fit. It got me strong. It got me healthy. It got me working. It got me a fiance and a wife now. And it got me, you know, it got me so many things over the last 12 years. But I envisioned a lot. I envisioned a lot, and I was grateful for all of it. So purpose, vision, goals are your things to work on in the next 30 days that can change absolutely everything in your life. I promise you that. Okay. So remember those websites. Remember the Danny Ramblin video. The Danny Ramblin recording is going to be live tomorrow night. So tomorrow night from 7 p.m. Forget about the US election. It doesn't matter. Forget about Boris and the lockdown. It doesn't matter. We'll find a way through it. And not so many people will be able to go out on a session. So I expect quite a few more people will see the Danny Ramblin interview that I did with him. It's a great film. It's a great video. I'm sure you're going to love it. One last thing to leave you with. There's a lot of fear about. There's a lot of anxiety about. And many people will say to you, seeing is believing. They'll say to you that seeing is believing. Well, I disagree. I disagree hugely. The real answer to this life is believing is seeing. So start to believe in yourselves. Start to believe in the good things that are going to happen. We will come out of this crisis. I came out of my own personal crisis 12 years ago. You will get out of this. It's fine. We'll be okay. Just keep moving forwards. All right. But believe in yourself and believe first. And you will see it will come into your life. So for now, that's it. I want to send you lots and lots of love, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. I am looking forward to seeing you again very, very soon. We're going to be doing lots of lives, lots of connecting with people over the next 3, 4, 5 months and then beyond, because obviously Life Remixed, the book, comes out in February. So we'd love you to read it. We want to help as many people as possible. Thanks again, Clive. By the way, if you're watching this in the Facebook group, what I would say is that I can't actually see your comments because it says Facebook user. So you need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. That's StreamYard.com/Facebook. And if you go there, you just click to give authorization and I'll be able to see what your comment is. So I've got lots of thank yous and great quotes and all that stuff. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and listening in. But I can only see Facebook user. I can't actually give you a shout. But I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Yeah, the Danny Ramblin interview will be out tomorrow night. Thanks a lot. Cheers, guys. See ya.